When my wife, Emily, suggested we join a game of truth or dare at a friend's weekend gathering, I thought it would be lighthearted fun, something to break the monotony of our quiet marriage. We had been together for 10 years, and while things weren't exactly exciting anymore, we were still solid, or so I believed. The living room was buzzing with laughter as the questions grew more daring. We were sitting in a circle with our closest friends, sipping wine and sharing secrets that were supposed to stay within those four walls. When it was Emily's turn, she was asked a simple question. "What's your most forbidden fantasy?" I expected her to laugh, maybe blush, and say something playful. Instead, she took a deep breath, looked directly at me, and said in a calm, deliberate voice, "I want you to watch me be with someone else. Specifically, your brother." The room went silent. For a moment, I thought she was joking. My brother, Ryan, was sitting across from us, and even he looked stunned. But Emily didn't flinch. She said it like she had been holding it in for years, like this was her truth and she was finally free to let it out. I forced a laugh to cut the tension, but my chest felt tight. The game moved on. People pretended nothing had happened, but I couldn't stop staring at her. When we got home that night, I asked her if she was serious. "Yes," she said softly, as if she were talking about what to have for dinner. "I've thought about it for a long time. It's not about love, it's about thrill. About being seen." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My wife, the woman I trusted more than anyone, was calmly telling me that she wanted to shatter the foundation of our marriage, and she wanted me to watch. I didn't sleep that night. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, hearing her words over and over. I didn't know what hurt more, the confession itself, or the fact that she seemed almost relieved to have said it out loud. The next morning, I woke up with a knot in my stomach. Emily was in the kitchen, sipping coffee like nothing had happened. I sat down across from her and asked the question that had been clawing at me all night. "Did you ever act on it? With Ryan?" Her eyes widened slightly, but she didn't look away. "No," she said. "But I've thought about it more times than I can count." The honesty stung. It was like she was stabbing me but doing it gently, carefully, as if she didn't want to make a mess. I couldn't eat. I grabbed my keys and drove straight to Ryan's place. When he opened the door, he already knew why I was there. "Man, I swear I didn't know she was going to say that," he said before I could even speak. "I would never cross that line with you. Ever." I believed him. Ryan and I had been close our entire lives, but the thought of Emily imagining him, desiring him, was enough to make me sick. I spent the day driving aimlessly, trying to figure out how to process what had just happened. That night, Emily tried to talk to me again. "I didn't say it to hurt you," she said quietly. "I said it because I don't want to hide who I am anymore. We can ignore it, or we can deal with it together." Together? I almost laughed. "You think I want to sit there and watch you betray me? You think this is some kind of fantasy I share with you?" Her face hardened. "I thought you'd understand. You've been distant lately. I thought maybe this would bring us closer, make things exciting again." Exciting? That word rang in my ears like a cruel joke. She wasn't talking about a silly fantasy. She wanted to take something sacred, our trust, our marriage, and turn it into a spectacle. I slept on the couch that night, and the night after that. I couldn't look at her without seeing Ryan's face, without hearing her calm, almost casual confession. Every touch felt wrong, every kiss felt forced. It was as if something between us had snapped, and I didn't know if it could ever be fixed. A week passed, and the silence between us became unbearable. Emily tried to act normal, cooking dinner, asking about my day, but every word felt hollow. One evening, she finally cornered me in the living room. "Are you ever going to talk to me?" she asked, her voice breaking. "I am talking to you," I said coldly. "Just not the way you want." She sat down across from me. "I made a mistake saying it like that. I scared you. But I need to know if you're going to forgive me or if this is the end." Forgive her? The word tasted bitter. It wasn't just about what she said. It was about what it revealed. I had been married to a woman who secretly fantasized about my brother, who wanted to shatter my trust just to feel alive. I stood up and grabbed the small box I had prepared earlier that day. Inside were the house keys, my wedding ring, and a short letter. I placed it on the table. "What is this?" she asked, her voice trembling. "My goodbye," I said. "I talked to Ryan. He's as disgusted as I am. But this is something I can't unhear. You didn't just tell me a secret, Emily. You broke something that held us together." Her tears came fast, her hands shaking as she opened the letter. I didn't stay to watch her read it. I walked out, got into my truck, and drove away, not knowing where I was going, only that I couldn't stay. The divorce was finalized 6 months later. Ryan stayed by my side through it all, but our relationship would never be the same either. Every family gathering felt tainted, like there was a shadow in the room that wouldn't leave. I'm still rebuilding my life, piece by piece. Some nights, I wonder if I overreacted, if I should have tried harder to fix what was broken. But then I remember the look in her eyes when she told me, calm, unapologetic, almost daring me to leave. And I did. Because some lines, once crossed, can never be redrawn.